make sure I've got this name right. Casey Schinestuhl, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm going to cover with you some constitutional courtroom procedure rights and make sure you understand the procedures that's going to unfold. And then we'll move forward from that after I do that, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. First of all, you're innocent until proven guilty. That means the state must prove their case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You have a presumption of innocence that goes with you from the beginning to the end. That presumption of innocence means the state must overcome that beyond a reasonable doubt. Also, you have a federal and state constitutional right to remain silent. That's often known as the Fifth Amendment. You do not have to answer any questions, nor do you have to testify in trial, and your silence cannot be used against you. However, you may choose to testify and you may choose to answer questions if you believe it's in your best interest. Just remember, anything that you answer or testify to could be used against you by the state if they believe it's helpful for their case. Also, you have a right to have a lawyer or an attorney to represent you throughout the process, or if you cannot afford one, you can seek to have a public defender appointed for you by the state that would represent you throughout the entire legal process. You do not have to have an attorney, but it is an option for you if you would like to have legal representation. Also, you want to make sure you understand you have a right to a jury trial. That's up to 12 individuals in General Sessions Court. The jurors must be unanimous in their decision before you can be found guilty. Also, you have a right to something known as a preliminary hearing. Sometimes I call that a second review hearing. A preliminary second review hearing is an opportunity for you to have the case reviewed a second time by another judge who would review the case to see if that judge believes there's probable cause. That judge could choose to dismiss the case if the judge believes there's no probable cause, or the judge could keep the case and the warrant active against you, and it could go on the General Sessions Court as it's scheduled to do now. Now, when I ask you about that shortly, you'll have three options. Same thing with an attorney. You can tell me, yes, you want a preliminary second review hearing. No, you do not want a preliminary second review hearing, or you're undecided, and you have up to 10 days to think about it. So again, on two questions, three options: the lawyer, yes, no, or I'm undecided, as well as the preliminary hearing, yes, no, or I'm undecided. All right. Do you understand all the rights that I've gone over with you so far, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, you've been charged with a hit and run with a fatality and death that can carry up to 25 years and a maximum fine up to $25,000. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am. What would you like to do as far as legal representation, as far as an attorney?
Can I do a court-appointed one?
Okay.
Please.
Do you work anywhere, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. What's your average weekly income?
$350.
Do you have any children that you support?
Yes, sir.
How many?
2.
Okay. All right. And as far as my second question, what would you like to do as far as a preliminary second review hearing? What would you like to do?
I'm not sure, sir.
Okay. So you're undecided at the moment?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you have 10 days to make a decision on that. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. At this time, I'm going to ask the solicitor that's going to make any statements or requests as far as what they would request as far as bond conditions or the bond itself. Solicitor Barnett.
Thank you, Your Honor. May it please the court, I'd like to go over the facts a little bit, Your Honor. This girl on April 16th, approximately looks like at 5:36 in the morning. At that time, Elijah Major was walking with traffic on Shine Lane near Burns Road in Spartanburg County. That's near the exit 78 on I-85 there, Your Honor. He was actually hit. He was knocked into a parking lot off the side of the road. He was found later, Your Honor. He passed away from these injuries. The troopers started investigating, Your Honor. When they arrived there, they found a grill indicating the vehicle was a newer model Nissan, Your Honor, and a passenger mirror that was black in color and located on the scene. They put out a all points bulletin for that. They started looking for the different cars that was in that area and registered and so forth from there, Your Honor. They started painting video from different businesses there, Your Honor, locating the car. It wound up, the defendant works at Burger King right there off the exit. And Elijah was walking to work at the Holiday Inn Express that he worked at the time, Your Honor. Later on, Your Honor, if I can share some with you on the screen, it came to the trooper's attention that can you see that, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
What happened was she pasted a Facebook post. This is a screenshot of it, Your Honor. This was the defendant. Said, I'm okay with y'all. My first accident ever. 18-wheeler hit me this morning. Sally is now on her way to the body shop to see if she's fixable or if we can get her totaled. If you can look at the vehicle, Your Honor, you can see this wasn't an 18-wheeler that hit it. It was actually a body that hit it. If you've seen, and I know you've seen cases before yourself, where the body hit the way it hit the car, the impact on everything matches up from that standpoint. She gave a report concerning that, Your Honor. Later on, she came into, and Your Honor, I'm going to take this off the screen if that's okay.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, later on with her father, she came in and turned herself in the sheriff's department later in the evening, Your Honor. Met with the Highway Patrol, Lieutenant Brown's here, Your Honor, Corporal Johnson. Met with him, Your Honor. She gave a statement fully confessing to hitting Elijah in this case. They gave up the car, Your Honor. Afterwards, she had took the car to a body shop. It was taken by Renegade Towing to Superior Auto Body Shop on Giles Drive, Emblem Springs. They obtained a search warrant, Your Honor. They've inspected the vehicle and also took it in custody at this time, Your Honor. Your Honor, based off the charges and everything, obviously we feel like something should be held over to at least a circuit judge to review from that standpoint. I know the family wants to address you at the appropriate time. We do have, I do have Lieutenant Brown on the phone with us. Trooper Bailey's also here that worked the case, Your Honor, as well as First Sergeant Shaw from the Highway Patrol, Your Honor. Sarah Coe is here from the Highway Patrol also, Your Honor. I know several family members are here for Elijah, Your Honor, but I know his mother would like to speak to the court, Your Honor, as well as his grandfather. His mother is Samantha Major, Your Honor, and his grandfather's name is Simon Major, and they'd like to address the court at the appropriate time also, Your Honor. Her prior record, Your Honor, she had a drug offense up in North Carolina. She pled to some offense. I cannot tell what it is. I don't know if it's paraphernalia or anything from there, but she did have a previous charge in Hendersonville, North Carolina.
Anything else, Lister?
Your Honor, I do have Lieutenant Brown here and Trooper Bailey. I don't know if anything they would like to add to what I've added to the facts of the case.
If either one or both of you would like to speak, please do so.
Your Honor, this is Lieutenant Brown. Your Honor, I would just like to echo the sentiments of Solicitor Barnett that the state Highway Patrol would request that bond be held until circuit judge could review the case, Your Honor. Thank you for your time.
I don't know if Trooper Bailey would like to add anything here, Your Honor. He went to the scene and worked at the case there.
No, Your Honor. No, Your Honor. I wouldn't like to add anything.
And Your Honor, I can say, usually in bond hearings or whatever, I don't say this, but I don't think there's any question what happened in this case and who did this from that standpoint. I know the family would like to address you, Your Honor, at the appropriate time.
Okay, was Officer Shaw wanting to make a comment or not?
No, sir, no comment at this time.
Okay. What family member would like to speak first?
I believe his, let's do, I'll leave it up to his mother and grandfather is Samantha Major. She's up in the right-hand corner on my screen.
All right, Ms. Major, if you'd like to speak, go ahead.
Elijah was supposed to graduate next month. He was a very hard worker. He loved his family. He was trying to exercise so he can go to the Naval Academy. He's also had a full scholarship to Worcester. So either way, he had a future. He knew he had options. Oh, that morning he didn't tell me bye. And I just really want to know what happened and why. only had one goal, and that was to go to work that morning. I just want to know why I can't get my baby back. And I would like the bond denied if possible. Just like you have children, he has two sisters. He has a grandfather. He has family that loved him. And if I could protect him that morning, I would. I didn't know. Oh,
Your Honor, it's not the fact that we're not aware that accidents happen. That's part of us being human. Accidents do happen. But the result of the accident, the callousness of it, is what I find appalling. The fact that she hit my grandchild and he died as a result of that, as horrific as that is, the aftermath, she left my baby in the street like he didn't matter. And I can forgive her for the accident. I can even forgive her for hitting him. But I can't get past is the mindset that you had, the lack of empathy and sympathy for him, and to try to, for lack of a better term, to wash over it and just concoct an explanation of an 18-wheeler and then go and just, with normalcy, to go get the vehicle repaired. That's the part, Your Honor. That's the part that hurts so bad. To believe that someone can have that level of disregard for a victim. And that's the reason why I'm also asking that if not a denied bond, a level that would hold her accountable to someone, because apparently she didn't feel any obligation to my grandchild. Again, I can forgive her for the accident. Like the rest of us, she also is human. But it's the aftermath. It's the aftermath that's really, really burns me. And I want the court to take in consideration, if you can drive away from not knowing the condition of a person, and then in return, go and put it on Facebook that a vehicle hit you, Your Honor, that exceeds, I don't know, I don't, Your Honor, we will yield to the court's decision. And that's it for now.
What happened to 911? Like, you could have called. You could have called 911.
Thank you too for sharing. Solicitor Barnett, is anyone else that wants to speak from the family?
No, sir, but they've got several family members you cannot see on the screen. They've got two different screens, but they're all in support of, they're asking bond to be denied and to be held over to the circuit judge.
Okay. Is that everything from your side that you would like to present, Solicitor?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Ms. Schinestuhl, as I shared with you, you have a right to remain silent. Do you understand the request that the solicitor's office and that has been made through him by the victims? Do you understand the request that's been made?
Yes, sir.
All right, I want to remind you, you have a Fifth Amendment right and a state constitutional right to remain silent. You do not have to make any statements. They've requested for your bond to be set by circuit court, which would mean it's denied here and sent to the circuit court for consideration there. Now, would you like to make any statements, or would you like to exercise your right to remain silent?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
All right. Taking into account everybody's request and the nature of the incident itself, and all the factors surrounding it, I will send this to circuit court for bond consideration before a circuit court judge. There'll be some papers for you to sign there in the courtroom, Ms. Schinestuhl, that you'll need to initial. The officer there will walk you through that paperwork, and there'll be a few places to initial and sign there for us, please.
Here. This is the information that you want. Phone call or text message regarding your court date. This text message on the phone. 864 812 8043. Oh, on my phone. It was still there. Officer. This is the one about the preliminary hearing. You have 10 days to complete this. It has to sit back. Okay, this is your copy. This is the date of your initial appearance, June 30th, 2021 at 9 a.m. Okay, do you understand that? Sign there and you can look at that one. Initial here, here. All right, Judge.
All right, anything else from the solicitor's office or the highway patrol?
Nothing from the solicitor's office, Your Honor.
Nothing from the Highway Patrol, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Schinestuhl, they'll take care of you back out there. They'll walk you back out to the holding area out there and take care of you from there.